Okay, so I'm currently sitting outside my Taekwondo dojo. I basically did Taekwondo as a elementary, middle schooler, and high schooler, and I got my black belt as a high schooler, and I just graduated college and I'm back where I grew up, and I had a lot of free time and not enough hobbies, and I really wanted to grow in a skill. So I just started to rejoin Taekwondo. I just decided that I was going to put myself in outside of my comfort zone, do something that I've always wanted to get back into but just didn't know how to do that, I guess. I'm really happy I did that, but I'm gonna be honest, there's also feelings of oh, there are a lot of little kids, and I know that there are probably some adults too, but I clearly haven't been to enough classes to really feel like it's enough adults for me to not feel like I'm doing something that little kids do. And I know Taekwondo is not for little kids. I mean, there's so many people who are crazy champions who do it, but I'm just sometimes I feel silly because it's oh, this is something that I did as a kid, and back then I was probably the majority of the people in the dojo, and now as an adult going back, shouldn't I be focusing myself on other things? What is having a hobby anymore? I feel like people's hobbies are different than what I'm doing, but at the same time I'm very proud of myself. It's a confusing feeling, and I'm just giving space to it right now because I'm convinced it can't just be me that feels this right now. And I feel like I made myself take a step that maybe would have stopped a lot of people, because these kids are going to grow up and they're probably not going to stick with Taekwondo that whole time. What if they want to come back? And what if they, and what if the next generation... I'm just yapping. Okay, you know what? I'm back. Because no, I wasn't just yapping. What if these kids want to come back to Taekwondo and they're oh, they feel the same thing that I do, but then they remember me from all those years ago, that old ass 22-year-old woman who was in those classes with them, and they're oh, I can be just like her. I can totally join Taekwondo. And that's in a way inspiring. And also, I sound like I'm trying to convince myself, which I partially am, but I'm also slightly trying to encourage people right now in real time who are in their 20s and who are kind of lost, and they want to reconnect with their inner child. They want to be able to continue growing. They want to be as silly and free thinking and exploratory as they once were in the present. And I'm trying to channel back into that inner energy, and I'm trying to leave all of the other emotions behind. And I want other people to see me and see that we can do that and we can come out on the other side completely fine. So yeah, those are my reflections today, and I feel a lot better about taking the step and going forward in something that I've honestly been thinking about for a while, and I hope I keep getting better and better. And oh, didn't mention this, but I have a black belt. Who can say that? That's kind of badass. I got it when I was much younger, and I don't think I know all the same things that she did, but it's like a diploma. You can't lose it. So guess what? I have a black belt, and I can get even more. Go us. Go team. Anyways.